Let me know if this is you. You spend hours watching your favorite English movies and TV shows, hoping that this way you will automatically understand English and get fluent in English. Let me tell you something very important, as clear as I can. If you watch English movies and TV shows, but still can't understand native speakers in real life, it means you're doing it wrong. You're missing a few steps that are critical. You're making mistakes that most people make. You have to understand that movies and TV shows can indeed help you improve your English faster than textbooks, but only if you stop watching them like a fan and start using them like a learner. So in this video, I'll show you how movies and TV shows helped me improve my English, why most learners waste hundreds of hours watching with no results, and at the end, I will give you a simple step-by-step method that you can start using today from home. So let's get started. Let me start with something important. Watching movies and TV shows in English will not magically make you fluent, period. A lot of people say, I watch Netflix every day, but my English will not improve. Why is that? And that makes sense actually, because think about it. If watching movies and TV shows alone was enough, then every teenager watching American shows and movies would be fluent by now. The truth is, most learners watch movies and TV shows passively. They relax, they read subtitles, they rely on subtitles. They understand the story, but not the language. And that creates a dangerous illusion. People think, well, I understand English, until a real person speaks to you and suddenly everything sounds faster and clear and messy. I know this feeling very well. When I was learning English at school, they gave me grammar and tests, but real English came from sound, from music, from TV shows, from movies. I remember listening to English songs and asking my older brother to print out the lyrics for me. So I'd sit there with the paper in my hands, replay the song again and again, sing along badly, but learning pronunciation, rhythm, and real phrases. Years later, when I started watching TV shows and movies, I didn't understand much at first. Sometimes I watched the same episode multiple times. Sometimes I replayed the same scene again and again until it finally made sense. It was very slow. It was frustrating, but it worked. And I didn't even realize why it was working at the time. Here is the mistake that most learners make. They think that movies and TV shows are for learning vocabulary. They're not. That's wrong. Movies and shows are for you to train your ears to understand how English actually sounds and to learn how words connect and link together in real speech. Also, for getting comfortable with speed and different accents and emotion. This is how English becomes normal to your brain. Not clear, not slow, not perfect. Normal. Does that make sense? Now let's talk about subtitles. This is very important. Honestly, subtitles are not evil, but they can easily destroy your listening skills if you use it incorrectly. Now, here's the rule that I wish I knew earlier. Don't use your native language as subtitles. Use English as temporary subtitles. But the goal is for you to remove subtitles altogether. If you always read, your brain stops listening. You feel productive, don't get me wrong, but your ears are doing absolutely nothing. This is what helped me. First, I would watch a show with subtitles on, but I would focus on sound, not reading. Okay? Then gradually removing the subtitles. Of course, it will happen over time. It felt uncomfortable, but that discomfort was progress. Another reason movies don't work for learners is they choose content that's too hard. If you don't understand at least 70 to 80% of what you're watching, what you're listening, your brain can't learn patterns. So start with familiar shows, everyday dialogue, clear accents, repeated exposure. Watching one episode 10 times is by far more powerful than watching 10 episodes once. This is where most learners lose patience and quit. Too soon, by the way. Now, here is the mindset shift that changes everything for you. Stop watching like entertainment only. Instead, notice patterns, repeat, pause, say things, say words, repeat phrases out loud, write down what you hear, what you don't know, new words and expressions, copy intonation, not just the words. Accept the reality that you won't understand everything at first. Sometimes I didn't speak at all. I just listened and absorbed. Other times I would speak badly, but I spoke anyway. Both mattered. Now, if you're thinking, okay, Bruno, this kind of makes sense, but what do I actually do to get better? Good, glad you asked, because this is where most videos stop. Let me give you a simple step-by-step method you can follow, even if you're learning from home, especially if you're learning from home. Step 1, choose one show, something simple, familiar, conversational. Step 2, watch one episode. The first time, enjoy it, no pressure. Step 3, rewatch with English subtitles. Listen carefully, pay attention to what you're hearing, no distraction. Notice repeated phrases. Step 4, rewatch key scenes. Pause, replay, speak lines out loud if you can. Step 5, watch again without subtitles. Repeat the cycle. Even if you miss things, this is where listening grows. Do this consistently, not perfectly. This will not make you fluent in English in 30 days. No methods can. And anyone promising that is selling you something, which is not reality. What this will do for you is it will make real English sound natural. It will reduce fear when people speak to you. It will improve your listening and speaking skills together, which is awesome. You have to remember something. Fluency grows quietly. One day, you just realize, oh, I understood that without trying. Movies did not teach me English by themselves, but they trained my ears. They shaped my intuition and made real English make sense and sound normal and sound familiar. So if you're learning English from home and feeling stuck, you're probably closer than you think. Trust me. So keep going and keep pushing, and I will see you in the next one.